He like pinches his bridge to his nose and he sighs. Yes. Just put it away. We will suspend the monsters.
Thank you. And we will put it away.
All right. And he'll say, give it about 5 minutes or so, and then you have half a day.
Okay. Great.
Hopefully our boys with the boat will be ready.
Mm-hmm.
Sky goes, well, they said it was going to take a few hours.
Then we wait a few hours.
And they nod. So, you guys wait a few hours. Is there anything you'd want to do?
As long as it's getting out of this tent, I'm good.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, you don't want to spend it here?
No.
No.
What would I do
We're
in
good.
a period of a few hours? Yeah.
Jared,
That man was one boy away from getting his fingers broken.
What time of day is it?
You're looking at, say, mid-afternoon, 1 or 2 p.m.-ish.
Okay. And we are around here-ish?
Hang on a second.
Because I think this is
on a
this
different
is the
map.
river we're probably around here-ish.
Yes, bro.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did we eat yet?
I don't know. Did you eat yet?
Let's say no.
I would like to go hunting for food and make lunch for everybody.
Okay.
Yay.
Yeah.
Smunch.
Well, it's not.
Jarek will stay in Mageland on the horse. He wants to ensure that they will actually get around to doing the ritual thing.
There we go. He can be our force.
He will have words. He knows magic.
All right. Roll. You have tracking, don't you?
No, I do not. But I do
Alright.
have Bounty Hunter.
Yeah. Give me.
Do these people owe you money?
I would say level plus half
Right.
your bounty hunter plus your dexterity.
Plus dexterity. I crit.
You find the army has had a strange effect on the forest around it. Normally, the army would tend to drive away animals. However, since you are among an army of wood elves who spend their life among the woodland animals and creatures, and oftentimes even feed them, you find a plethora of deer and fowl skirting all throughout the forest, so much so that they are incredibly easy to track down and hunt.
Impressive.
You find there's a plethora of cute, wonderful animals to track down and murder and eat.
That is, of course, one way of looking at it, I suppose.
They could have been companions like BJ. Yet here we are.
I'm just thinking of
You
like
see,
that fucking
Jared's-
scene in Bambi, and then
Jared's
King
actually
just
the-
shows up.
Jared's actually the kindest and most considerate out of your entire lot because he's done better than gone vegan. He's gone nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. Even the corn rejoices when they see Jareth fucking veer them all. Alright.
Right.
And
Jared
then wither
typically
and
doesn't
die.
make like corn stalks meal. Although I mean,
Anywho, to get us back on track, once Keen has made us something to eat for dinner, Pearson will eat, though sparingly. And he'll be pretty quiet, but he's going to look out towards more of the forest end of things. He's not going to be looking towards the demons or anything like that. He'll wax reflective, and that's it for me.
Then we'll make a note to kind of wander over next to Pearson and be like, "How you holding up?"
Okay. Just fine so far. I haven't felt the worst of it, just a small fever. That's about the worst, so I got plenty of energy left. Just not much of an appetite anymore, but it could just because I'm, nervous.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, Pearson will pause for a moment, and he says, I don't want to think the worst. I don't plan on thinking the worst, but you know, when you're in a situation like this, you're kind of glad for every single day that you got, right? The only thing I really have to think about, and I would appreciate it if you put your, noggin on this as well, is that once we find Nye, how are we gonna get him to tell us to release the cure?
I'll get him to talk.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Good.
Scene.
And scene.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. I'd like to thank all the little people and God.
Yeah.
And naked Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
So, if there's nothing else, you guys can wait. It only takes about 2 hours for them to prepare a rather large tree log. It has not had any of its branches, as far as you can see, has none of its branches or anything has been shaved off. All the leaves even are still attached to it. Though if you pick it up, you can feel that it is remarkably hollow. It's too heavy for any single person to lift, except maybe Cole could do it with a fair amount of ease, but together it won't be any issue at all. And underneath it, you see 6 holes cut very carefully into the bottom of the tree trunk.
Okay, good. That's enough for all of us, including Baby Junior, but not counting Jarek, so we should be good.
And the elves go, "Is this to your liking?"
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
I'm glad we were able to help, sir.
Yep. In your own little way, you probably saved Ardenfell.
He looks rather happy about that comment.
Good. Good. Might as well have someone happy before, they get to slaughtering. Okie dokie. I say, we make sure those eggheads, we'll have Jarek crack the whip, make sure those eggheads,
Oh, he ain't cracking anything.
Okay. Either way, we'll make sure the spell is cast, and I say we just get into the river, get ready, and just slowly float on down, and hopefully they won't notice or care. Would it make more sense if we just took a couple other regular logs and threw it down with us, so it wasn't just a single log down the river?
I don't know how many logs or other debris have appeared in the river. I don't know the answer to that question, Inferno.
Okay, no, that's okay. I'm just thinking kind of out of character, in character, right? Like, it's less suspicious if it's a few of them, right?
That who can say? One just might be able to pass unnoticed just fine, but there's an entire cluster of them. If logs had never appeared in the river before, then that might cause suspicion.
Yeah, you're right. Well, might as well just go the safest route and hope that the one will just... It won't matter to them. They'll just be like, well, whatever the fuck. Okay. Yeah, I say we get in, and we get comfortable and wet, and
Deep frown.
float our butts down the river.
Deep frown.
Deep frown.
It does not look happy at the current situation.
Yeah. So
Oh, we don't have a lot of options.
So we walk
She doesn't
over to
say
like the
anything.
riverside with like our crazy log.
Mm-hmm.
Jarek
Yes.
frowns.
As you guys are getting ready to go towards the river with your logs, you see a wizard in bright purple robes running as fast as he can towards you, with the robes fluttering behind him and going, "Wait! Wait! Wait!"
Sigh.
He catches up to you and he goes,
We
he holds up a
waited!
finger. He holds up a finger. He holds up a finger and he goes, "Okay."
Urge to kill rising.
Jarek has actually not stopped. He's like continued to go towards
I've
the
stopped,
river.
He goes, "I almost forgot to tell you. Very important. Don't touch any of the monsters. Touching them will break the suspended spell.
What do these monsters look like? Pearson asks in an almost frustrated tone.
Big, sharp teeth. Can't miss them. They don't belong in a river.
Great.
That helps.
Yeah. Thank you. Are you going to be participating in the battle? Pearson asks before he leaves.
He stands up, beaming with pride. He goes, "Of course. We have many surprises waiting for them."
Good. Best prepare them now, then.
Yes, I will leave you to it. Good luck on the, and he kind of raises his arms, espionage and all. And then he starts huffing and puffing his way back towards the army.
See, I know he can't be a demonic spy because he's too much of a asshole. Alright. I guess Heinrich doesn't reply. Alright, let's haul our log boat, our log, undercover log thing, to the river.
Jarek slowly gets off the horse, looks seriously at Heinrich, and touches like his forehead to like Heinrich's head.
The arms of an angel.
Oh, he's communicating in his way, which is, be well, Heinrich.
There is no, to anyone but Jarek, there's no visible change whatsoever in the horse. Jarek knows.
Jarek knows.
Jarek knows.
Jarek like slowly let go of the horse and then like shrug at the horse and says,
Wait a second. Oh, sorry. No, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry. Go ahead, Jared.
No, you clearly did. You clearly did. What is it? What are we waiting a second for?
No.
You wanted me to hold my horses. What is the secret?
There's a pun in there.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll say it now then. We can't take Baby Junior with us. I just realized we don't have a fucking set of daggers for it. It was gonna be really weird with 6 demons flying around and walking around and 1 wolf.
Oh.
Yeah. So I had that mind flash.
I know, like Pearson just immediately says, "Wait a fucking second."
Yes, but I do apologize deeply. I should have had that. I should have bought my tongue, but it just hit me, and I spoke before I thought.
All right, we're taking Heinrich. No. And then Jarek will slowly step away from the horse. You'll figure it out. Either that or we'll raise your spirit, one of the two.
Sky will quietly go over to Finn and say, "Finn, do you still have that ring Lady Celine gave you when you infiltrated the cult when you found me?
No.
Do you know where it is?"
No.
It was a circlet, not a
Sorry, the circlet, yeah.
Sorry, Sky, I don't have it anymore.
Oh?
Finn starts, like, rummaging through her bag. Yeah, I don't see it in here.
When you look up from the bags, you see a grin on Sky's face.
What?
I may have acquired it.
Okay.
It might fit around Baby Junior's head.
Okay. Finn, the wheels are not turning yet.
Sky looks at Finn, like expecting her to get it, and then goes, "If it made you look like you did, imagine how it might make Baby Junior look. It's not a perfect disguise, but a demonic wolf would certainly pass better than not."
Wait, you have it?
"I don't have that one," she says, kind of
Okay.
shy. "But I did kind of beg Lady Celine to make me one herself. I was
Oh.
planning on using it in case I couldn't find a demon. Backup plans, you know."
Yeah, let's. I guess if you have one, we can try it on Baby Junior.
Sky grins and pulls it out, and it's a circlet that looks exactly like the one you used to have, except that it has a blue gem inside it instead of, I believe yours was a red one.
Yeah. Baby Junior, at the sight of Sky pulling out the circlet, kind of tilts her head to the side. Orf.
And Sky says, maybe you should put it on her.
No? Yeah, sure. Hand it over.
She hands it over.
Finn will then look over at Baby Junior and plop it right on top of the head of the wolf.
The second you put the circlet on the head of the wolf, of Baby Junior's appearance changes dramatically. From the Baby Junior you all know and love to what looks like a hairless dog that is missing bits of its flesh. You can see bits of muscle and bone sticking out from what look like gaping wounds or burns, and Baby Junior's eyes become fiery red.
Ah! Finn, falls back on her butt and just stares at Baby Junior. Baby Junior rolls onto her back.
This disgusting dog lolls its tongue out, rolls onto its back.
Baby Junior, please stop that. Finn is crawling over to her wolf.
I can see its insides.
Finn will just kind of poke Baby Junior.
Baby Junior feels like she still has fur.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's a good disguise, I think. That'll work well. Good work there, Sky.
So long as BJ doesn't expect you to rub her belly while you're all in the log.
We should be okay. She'll be too busy swimming with the rest of us.
Finn will pat Baby Junior on her belly.
Okay.
Jarek.
Role play it.
Baby Junior normally gives a bark when she's happy. However, when she gives a bark this time, it comes out as more of a snarling screech.
Okay.
Finn will jump back again at the sound of that.
Baby Junior will get up looking confused as Finn jumps back.
Jarek pulls out his rope from his backpack, begins to tie it around his waist, and then to tie it to one end of the log.
Ooh, that might be a little too obvious. Floating down the river with a log. Why don't you tie it around one of our waists to connect us?
You're going to be in the log, right?
Yes.
No, I'm not tying it into the middle of the log. No one is going to see a little itty bit of rope.
Very well.
Demons don't go wading around in the river giggling mirthfully.
No, they don't. Pearson admits. Okay.
It's
Rope is-
merely to ensure that, because I can't swim, that once we get to the lake, Cole can actually yank me out of the water.
Ah. Okay.
Okay, so with that, you guys, like a train, can walk into the river.
Mm-hmm.
When you get out to the center of the river, you see Jarek swiftly disappear. No more than 20 feet from the bank, he has dropped below his head. And Jarek, when you get to about the middle of the river, you'll see that you're about 15 feet below the surface of the water.
Alright. Jarek, looks up, and he thinks to himself how much he hates this shit. He's a ruler. Why is he even here? He has, an entire army he can send for this.
Oh well. Hey, do you think maybe we could come up with some sort of signal in case you're in trouble? Because there's no way you can talk to us while you're under the water. So maybe like a few pulls of the rope or something like that.
Well, that would be like touching the log. If some trouble happens, Jarek will something will happen.
Okay, all right, cool. Something will happen.
I
Good to
have
know.
Sorry, I have a question, GM. I know this wasn't specifically said, but I am curious. Do we have our hit points and recoveries fully recovered? Like it's been days and things like that. But I wanted to make sure.
Yes. You all have full hit points and recoveries.
All right.
Indeed. Except you.
I just started. I didn't mean to.
No. Yeah. You guys are good. So the rest of you, as you continue to walk out into the river following Jarek, when you get to the point where the log touches the water, you find that it is surprisingly buoyant. And as long as you keep your heads above in the holes, you can quite easily tread water, keeping your head in the log above the water and the rest of your body dangling downwards.
Sweet.
And you'll also see that the elves have, cunning woodscrafters that they are, crafted little handholds into the side of each log that is below the water line. So as long as none of you attempt to or consciously do so, your entire bodies will be under the water line, except for your heads, which will be surrounded by the log.
Well, gods bless Elvin's craftsmanship.
I would like to make sure to stuff my backpack into the hollow log so that
Okay.
it won't get damaged.
Okay.
Namely because I have the journal that we can use to contact Sunset Tower in case shit goes bad.
All right. You guys will also notice that one of your holes is empty, and Baby Junior is floating doggy paddle alongside the log.
Can I do my impression of Baby Junior floating dog paddling down the river?
Yes, you can.
Okay. There we go.
Your family must think you're the weirdest fuck.
They've given up on me.
So that's what you hear outside the log.
You know, you could get murdered in your own room and people are like, oh, that's just...
Don't give the stream any ideas.
Okay.
So, is everyone fine with Baby Junior doing such things?
Not really, but that's okay. I'm not Baby Junior or her master.
Same.
But wasn't the fucking point to have the dog in the log? How can you just
Yeah.
suddenly decide murder? Like,
Okay, fine. You know what? It'll cause too much attention even though it's a weird-ass demon dog now. I would like it in the log. That is my suggestion. But I can't force Kriana.
No, that works too. If
Okay.
if when we get in the log, you guys were like, let's take Baby Junior.
Okay.
Then we'll argue against it.
Okay.
All right. Under following Finn's command, Baby Junior will crawl up through. Baby Junior's too big to crawl up through the hole. Baby Junior would have to walk in through the hole where you all breathe in. So you'd all have to kind of move your heads out to get Baby Junior back there. But Baby Junior will crawl up in the back of the log. You're not quite sure if Baby Junior is quietly whimpering or growling. It's hard to tell. But she looks sad.
Well, I'm sorry, Baby Junior. It's this or nothing.
Finn gives has her bottom lip puckered out, looking at Baby Junior like, oh, my poor baby.
my poor flesh rotting from her hide, baby.
Oh, my poor baby.
She still loves her. Even though Baby Junior literally has a face only a mother could love.
So, you guys start your trek down the river. It is, as we said, about 30 miles to where the river goes underneath the mountains. And you begin to... Excuse me.
Oh
You
my
begin
God,
to
we're gonna
float
be in
down.
this log for such a long time. Oh, we're gonna be so cold.
You begin to float down the river. The water is actually surprisingly warm, given that it's the middle of the day. The sun has been shining down. It's not too cold, and the water has been coming from the Alonsi Forest, not a mountain. So the temperature is not that bad. You float down, and you. Well, I should actually ask because there's only one person who can see anything. Who's at the front?
I think it should be Cole. He has
Okay.
good eyes.
I actually had a different image. I thought that was just like rolling like horizontally. I didn't know this was going vertically.
Oh, see, I imagined it vertically. That's interesting.
Oh, I imagined it vertically as well. So we're gonna stick with that one as long as everyone's okay with that.
Yep.
Okay.
I guess that's how the elves made it.
Cole, you see the demon lines grow closer and closer through the. I should explain. It's like where if you were to pull the tree down where the stump was, where the roots were, there's a hole, hollowed out hole for you all to breathe. And through this hole, you can see the lines approaching. And I'm going to describe what you see first, then I'm going to go down below and describe what Jarek sees. So, as you see the lines approach on either side, you begin to see several familiar forms as you get closer. The red-skinned demons that you have all fought on many occasions, you see hundreds and upon hundreds of them, as well as their larger mage-like companions. Dotted every so often, you see some rat demons with their bulky size, and dotted even more rarely, you see very large hog piggish like demons like the one you fought below ground. They all seem to not be paying the river much attention, and they all seem to be several hundred feet away from either side of the river. As you get a little bit closer to the demon lines, you start to see reasons for this. On the shore of the river are dozens of half-eaten demon carcasses that are left there apparently to rot. So that is what you see.
Oh, sorry, Cole sees.
Yeah, Cole sees. Okay.
I confirm that I see these things.
Now,
Pearson's gonna. I like to think that Pearson just looking at the back of Keen's head this entire time. And I think halfway through the trip, Pearson's gonna be like, it's better if you put your hair up in the ponytail. I think that's a better look for you.
What?
Never
My
mind.
hair that long? I thought I cut it short recently.
Oh well, they missed a spot.
That's why I was laughing. I was like, I was pretty sure like he was.
Yeah, Olivia
the
can
Padawan.
play these. She can play these little jokes on me sometimes.
Yeah. There's like a square chunk right there. I've been staring at it for the past 5 hours.
Huh.
But you can fit that in the ponytail. Anyway, I should be quiet. We're undercover. Yeah, we are.
So, Jarek, let me describe what you see. It's a bright, sunny day. The sunlight certainly filters down 15 feet below. What you see, what you walk in and out of between, and you see the people in the log's feet brush just overhead, look like giant, 20-foot long, 2 feet wide eels with large, gaping maws full of sharp teeth, and there are dozens of them. It's not too difficult for you to wind your way around them, though once or twice you have to veer your course a little bit. You do know that most of the eels are down towards the bottom where you are, so the log itself floats above them. But it's difficult not to notice that on more than a few occasions, their feet come awfully close to things they cannot see, but you can.
It's better for Jarek to have the prescribed forbidden lore here. Jarek thinks to himself, I mean, if I were to, find some way to tell them, they'd be perpetually terrified. He thinks to himself. But if they just don't know, then, Jarek's like, I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Jarek doesn't have an effective way to relay this information to them. And Jarek figures that at least one of them may panic if they learn how treacherously close they are to breaking the suspension. And in the process of the panic, they might actually touch one of the things. So Jarek decides that, can't trust Norms with anything like this. It'll just overwhelm their weak minds. He'll continue to proceed.
All right. Can someone, any of you, roll me a D100, please?
But this is a D20 based system. You need
Too bad, I'm rolling it. I'm in your D20 system, rolling a D100. I got 9.
Okay. Cole, you guys float past the demon army. And after not too long, they pass from your view, and you continue what becomes very peaceful glide down the river. The land does not look too touched or damaged by the demons. There's certainly burn patches here and there. The sky off in the distance above the mountains looks a dark crimson red despite the daylight. But where you are now, the sun kisses the water, and the breeze is very gentle and actually goes through the log and refreshes everyone every once in a while. Jarek, down below, you walk amongst horrible beasts and creatures that defy nightmarish imagination, and continue to notice how close their feet come to touching more than a few of them, as you guys continue your trek down the river for hours.
Jarek frequently goes scratch his face underwater, pulls off the glove, and the skeletal hand rubs against it. Looks around. He's seen a lot of shit in his day. He looks at the skeletal arm, thinks back to the horrors that he's been subjected through the Lich King, remembers that he actually is the Lich King. I got this. Which comes out as underwater.
Just a few bubbles coming out. Great.
You will notice as time progresses that the feat that you're seeing around you is a quite impressive one. Any hack with a magic book and not enough knowledge to know better can summon a creature like this. But to summon so many creatures covering such a distance that seem to be there perpetually is a feat that would take a very large and considerable amount of skill.
This does not help in any way at all Jarek's perception of Lady Celine. Because if this had transpired to protect the Alanacy Forest from any underwater infiltration, where was this knowledge in the briefing? So if there was any hope of rehabilitating how Jarek perceived Lady Celine,
in Cole's mind, you see him just think every once in a while, I'm so glad that I can avoid these things and nobody yell at me for such things. I hate those. They just keep talking about nothing. God damn.
She deserves to have lost her kingdom, and us being her champions effectively dooms the entire fucking world, because moments like these where the only people at all who have any chance of stopping this shit weren't told about the giant fucking sea krakens coming into the river. And that sounds like information Lady Sully would have known. What do you think happened? We're 4 days out, oh, by the gods.
Ah, shit.
I'll write about it in the journal.
Great.
Party dead, large krakens. Why?
Yes, we better get the training.
Oh my god, that would be fantastic. It's just
Oh, that would be great. Keen's soaked the pages in his blood, final.
It's a great start to a video game.
Oh
Jarek.
crap! I forgot that too. No!
Your
What,
blood?
blood?
Did you forget
Yeah.
your blood?
No, I was
Burned a
supposed
week
to
ago.
have an RP before we left. Fuck. Okay, anyways, the idea was going to be a long time ago, back when we first
heard this
left
story.
Vamgilir.
Okay.
You've heard this story. Okay. Back when we left Vamgilir for the first time to go to Zul'Gahar, if you guys remember, Keen got this sapphire in the shape of a heart, and he got it enchanted.
Uh-huh.
Eventually, when we left the Sunset Tower to go to Coalhaven, he had Olivia go and get the necklace that he had made to have the gem inside, and yada yada yada. So, right as we are about to leave, he would have talked to Lady Celine and told her, "Hey, Olivia has this necklace. If Keen were to die, it would stop glowing because it glows in tune with his heartbeat." She would tell Lady Celine, and if she did not receive word within the next few days, then it's best to assume that the whole party's dead.
They'll figure it out. And Olivia's
Yeah, they'll figure it
intelligent. Yeah.
That's pretty romantic.
So back to Cthulhu.
Hot.
Oh God.
I'm dead. The party's dead if this.
Yes. So, while
What's
witnessing
actually
this,
happening?
this incredibly impressive feat, I just want to lock in, Squee, that Jarek has completely lost any sort of respect at all for Lady Celine. She is the most absent-minded and horrific, leader and organizer in the entire land of Ardenfell has ever known.
I like to
Honestly,
ask if you had any respect for
Yeah,
her to
I was
begin
gonna say,
with.
honestly, I'm more surprised to find out that you had any to lose.
You know, he respected her for her power, but now he thinks that with the power of the Lich King, and in worst case, the stone that the Mad Stranger gave him, he could take her.
I would love the alternate story of Lady Celine just getting word back. It's like, yeah, the river monsters killed him. She's like, oh fuck, I forgot.
Yeah, but then people should cause of death, why the party failed, and then Lady Celine's like, alright, guess I'm just gonna fucking throw myself from this tower now, because, I fucked up.
I could just imagine her sitting in her room going, I feel like I forgot to tell them something.
You want to leave the oven on?
Something.
Theoden,
I think they put us back on the sea log now.
Yes. So, many hours pass, about 8 hours. You will find that your passage is helped along by the current. Even Jarek, who is walking with a steady, gentle push of the current, manages to cover many miles within the 8 hours before night falls. As it being late in the year, the sun goes down late. And it's about 8 hours or so before it is completely dark, or getting dark enough that it is difficult to see what is in the water. So, do you wish to keep continuing? Do you wish to stop? It's kind of up to the party as a whole. Though, Jarek, you're the one in underwater having to walk around these things.
No, he can't really swim that effectively, so if they want him, they'll just yank him out of the water. Metagame-wise, we could stop. But, character-wise, Jarek could take anything. So Jarek says. Something region of Coalhaven.
Yeah.
That is not at all any sort of coherent or comprehensive decision from anyone in the party.
I was
like, yeah,
what?
That is
I know,
a complete
I'm
utter failure
thinking.
from Team PC.
Let's go forward.
No, hold on.
Yeah. Okay,
So-
go ahead, Biff.
It's getting dark out, which means
Yeah.
it's going to have it hard to see us around the river. That would be a general plus to get outside. Mind you, it's not as good as
Yeah.
being disguised as a log, but what Squeeze said,
If we're
I'm
gonna get
sure
out-
that Jarek is going to be very much one of those, I can't see in front of me, I'm going to bump into something, that will activate something. I'm surprised we haven't yet.
Yeah.
But
you got lucky. So yeah, getting the hell out of the monster river is a great idea. Under
I'll
the
just
cover of dark.
activate my luck. Motherfucker.
But yeah, I have to go. I vote for us getting out of the river now.
Fuck you. Fuck you, God. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, God.
What? What is going on?
I love you too, Grimace.
Alright. Jarek will reach into his backpack while he is slowly trundling underwater. So, God, all the way back on Windfall Isle, before we consulted with Theoden the Lich King and had our whole little row the Knolls. Now, you see, there was like a temple there that had been constructed, of course, that we had gone into. And as it turns out, in this temple were a bunch of torches. They were special torches, of course. The reasoning behind it, they were so special in that they were like magically activated through an infusion of negative energy, which only took my character a quick action. Jarek took 10 of those.
I completely forgot about those.
Oh my god, that's so cool!
Yes, he did, and I, as an excellent and studious DM, was aware of this.
Yeah? Were you?
No.
Don't admit it! God damn it, you have so much to learn, young Padawan.
Well, in that case, Jarek has a means of communicating with the group, which is going to consist of, like, him, like, pulling out one of the torches, activating it, and then tossing it up through the water at the log. Once he realizes that there's no, like, critter that's going to, like, bump into it.
Yeah, sure. You've actually noticed that they have thinned out a bit as you've gotten further away from the demonic camps. So there are definitely spaces where you can just toss it up.
Yep, Jarek does so, using his negative energy powers and...
Oh, that's awfully startling.
So yes, this like magical torch of like this purple glow light just like comes out from like the depths of the river at the log.
You know what? Fierce is gonna start thrashing his legs around, being like, "Monster! Monster!" Oh wait, no, never mind. That sounded too effeminate. Oh no, monster!
Oh, monster! I see the
Monster! No, he'll be like, "Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh, what the hell?
What is it?
It looks like a purple torch."
What
Coming
could it
from-
What the fuck is
mean?
There's another one. There's
Basically,
another
like,
one. I think Pearson is throwing these. I mean, I think Grimmett. I mean,
yeah, Pearson is throwing these. Yeah, it's basically like if like the log doesn't like move towards the shore in like the next 2 minutes, just gonna be like these stupid fucking norms. Like, another one.
I think he's trying to tell us something, but I don't know what it is, Finn will admit.
Let's get out of the river and ask him.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
you bravely get out of the river.
Okay, you guys make your way to the edge of the river. It's a rather dark night. There is a crescent moon, so not much light coming from there. The most light you see around you is a ghastly purplish light coming from the floating torches of the river. Jarek, you feel a tug on the rope as the log starts to go towards the side of the river and then out of the river.
Jarek will allow himself to be spirited away.
Alright, you guys successfully exit the river.
Jarek will like emerge like water just like gushing down like his body from like 8 hours of being like submerged in the depths and like lit from like the back and like the side by like the ghastly purple light. Just, oh good, it only took me 2 torches.
Yeah, what were you trying to tell us?
I was trying to tell you to get out of the water.
Oh,
Here we are.
yeah. I guess
We
that
should have
worked out.
conferred this beforehand.
Yes, well, I don't see any demons around anymore, and as it turns out, my skin is all wrinkly, as I'm sure all of yours is, from all of the Well, although it's not known in this reality, as it turns out, when your body is submerged for incredibly long periods of time, your skin cells have died. So your body
Died?
hurts. Yes, they are dead.
DED. Can you resurrect them? Am I half undead?
You need to ask Keen whether he can resurrect the skin cells.
No. I can only do that once, and that's being saved for a certain NPC.
I can't animate them.
Oh, so you're saying if Pearson keels over and dies, Keesan's like, sorry, buddy.
I'll raise the Lich King, but not you. Jarek is just going to let like Cole's words like wash over and like beyond him, like he says, "Well, no more demons around here. I think it's best for us to proceed on foot," he says as he moves from like one squishy foot for the other. Might do best to
Pearson,
try the clothes too. Some of us are already sick, he says, looking straight at Pearson.
Sick, yes. Unable to do what needs to be done, no. In fact, I know it's been a long and wet and cold-ish journey down, but we should travel in the cover of darkness for as long as we can. And try to get to where we need to be, to Falcon Keep.
Yeah, how cold is it, God?
It is not that cold at all. It's about well, I would say upper 60s and let you judge. Or for those non-American people.
Don't worry, I can do the conversion.
Like, upper 60s would likely be a problem for individuals who would be bothered by this, if only because you and your entire body and your clothes have been submerged in water for the past 8 hours.
That is true.
Alright.
Yeah.
Finn will just be like standing behind the group, like her arms crossed, just shivering, just frowning.
But Jared like gestures over towards Finn.
Adorable.
Right. So yes, warm clothes. Don't want the bodies to fall apart even more. Hmm.
Right. So keep moving, yes.
Let's just go like
Move to make fire, and then after clothes are dry, keep moving.
Yeah.
that
Okay.
sounds like a good plan. Where's Baby Junior?
Where's the
Baby Junior's
log?
Baby Junior's just playing in the water.
You hear what might have one time be happy little yips that sound more like
Baby Junior, get over here!
Jarek's gonna let those 2 torches go to heaven. Jarek like looks back and he's like, I have 8 more of those. I can like bother like going back there. Oh,
Heaven.
yes, go to heaven.
Torch heaven.
That's where all good torches go.
Yeah.
Jared will say, also, I can confirm how much I hate Lady Celine, because I'm pretty confident that she could have warned us about all of the sea monsters defending the waterways.
Yes.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be that many, though.
Yeah, they were all underwater.
See. Well, I'm glad we didn't run afoul of them.
Yeah, you're, He, like draws it around and says, you, completely avoided them.
Oh,
Good.
well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Alright, let's start this fire.
Can't start a fire without a spark.
Without a fuck.
Without a spark.
Oh, okay. Like, you can't start a
where-
fire with a fuck? Trust me, I tried.
where are you guys going
Most
to be?
disappointing camping trip ever.
You'll hear a chattering voice of Sky from behind you go, maybe we should start a fire somewhere not in the open?
Finn will actually yelp a little bit and be like, oh god, Sky, sorry, I forgot you were here. And still just shivering.
Pearson will look throughout the blackness and he'll say, I can't see shit.
Right. Hold on. Jarek, like, opens up the backpack. Okie dokie. Yes, the
while
purplish
you're
light for you. Tosses a torch over to Pearson. Yes, the purplish light for
Okay.
you. Tosses a torch over the coal.
Ghastly purpose light for you. Tosses a torch over the fin. Ghastly purpose light for you. Tosses one over the sky.
Yeah, while this is happening, I want to do something. Keen is going to kind of, focus his mind, close his eyes, and all of that, and I will, out of character, use dancing lights. Now, what this is a sorcerer ability. It is a cantrip, and it is basically lights of any kind of description. I'm going to use the description of little arcs of electricity in the atmosphere around Keen at different intervals and different places. It's all completely random. Start happening. And it creates light. Torchlight, essentially.
Okay. As you do this,
Yes.
as you do this, guy will say, this was precisely why I was suggesting not starting a fire in the open. We're in enemy territory.
Yes. Similar to the underground where you guys were insistent on taking out the torches. Similar.
In that case, Jarek hopes that the torch he tossed at Sky hit her in the face.
No, she caught it quite deftly.
Pearson throws his torch at Sky's face.
That one is lit.
No.
Oh, God.
I'll return the unlit torch to Jarek and say,
No.
all right.
No, keep it, because it's already lit. Like, he already infused
Oh.
it with his negative energy. Like, all these things are emitting a ghastly purple light.
Well, unfortunately, Sky, there's nothing we can do it, so we might as well try to find, now that we can all see, try to find shelter as fast as possible and not talk about it. Let's go. And what direction do we want to go? North? Ish? I have no clue. I don't even. I'm assuming all I know is that there's a riverbank nearby and it's blackness. So I have no idea where we should go.
Yeah.
I think we should head south. But hopefully that you kids took the log over on the side that we need to be on for getting to Falcon Keep. Because if you put us on the Dalton Mine side, I will skull fuck you.
Well, actually, you got out of the river first there,
No.
Skullfuck McGee.
No.
No, he lets you pull him along.
Oh, shit. That's right. Never mind. I take back the Skullfuck McGee.
I am fine saying the group was aware enough to exit on the right side. Our right, not theirs.
Yeah, ironically, it'd be left, yeah.
So you are getting close enough to the mountain range of Falcon Keep, or the mountain collection. I don't know what you would call it because it's not really a range. That you're starting to get into the foothills. So it's still grassy. There's still not many trees or anything of that nature, but there are rolling hills and some rocks and boulders that you are finding all around you. Excuse me.
Can we use the rocks and boulders as shelter?
There
Are they collected close enough to hide at least some light?
Yeah, there are a few that you can find that would hide light, that would kind of like direct light upwards. It would block most of the view from the ground.
Okay.
You don't see anything that's like overhanging that would stop light from going upwards.
Okay, so fire here maybe? Don't all reply at once.
I'm down to clown.
Sweet.
Sure.
Jarek's still trying to learn all these crazy, like, street lingo things that,
Yeah.
these non-intellectual normal people say.
Uh-huh.
It's like an entirely different language.
Mhm.
It is.
Okay, we're gonna start a fire. Hopefully.
Okay. You guys start a fire with your expert fire starting knowledge.
I don't know if that's sarcasm.
No, I mean, not really. Most people in this type of world would have the basic knowledge of starting a fire, because it's not like we can go to the store and buy lighters.
You characters are almost epic tier. Roll to start a fire.
We've been doing this for 7 years! Roll it anyway!
I would even go so far as to say as the only one who's likely to not have some experience with starting fires would be Jarek, because he's always had other means of creating light.
Squee,
Mm.
could I use gather power to light the fire?
I mean, sure, if you'd rather kick the door down than open it.
God
by all
says
means.
you have no trouble starting a fire. Bird's like, now wait you fucking moment here.
Magic this
I'm
shit,
looking
you
at
asshole.
creative stuff to use. I got the
I get it.
ability.
No,
I'm
with
sorry.
Oh god, can we just have a fire and dry our clothes and continue on, please? Dear God.
You can make a fire, dry your clothes, and it takes a couple of hours for your clothes to dry. During which time you guys have, you can have some rations that you are carrying with you. Of course, we never really cover the minor details, but it's assumed that you guys carry food rations and things of the like with you on your trip, because you don't know how much hunting there's going to be in Demon Land.
I make sure to load down on food.
Shut up, Jack.
That was out of character. That was kind of funny.
I'm breaking the fourth wall too. My sickness has showed me the other side. Alright.
I'll keep talking to you with my eyes then.
Sweet, I love eye talking.
And have
I love
Brianna
it.
do video editing to show them off later.
Alright. Once we get fed and our clothes dried, can
Probably
we
don't.
estimate how many hours of darkness we still have, Squee?
Sure. You have about 8 hours of darkness left.
Okay. That's 8 hours of hopefully unimpeded movement. We might be able to get to the cropping of mountains by then. We'll see.
We can I can like take back the ghastly purple torches, or because they might fit more in with Demon Land than using normal fire to see while we're making our trip. Demons might be less suspicious of ghastly purple flame than normal torchlight.
Sure. That has some logic to
I
it.
mean, unless you want to navigate in the darkness.
No,
you can, use like the light from the yonder heavens.
Ooh, yonder heavens. No.
Yes, to traverse up the mountains.
Yeah, no. Well, I'll stick with the purple torch of Flamey Weird.
Can everyone roll me a d20 plus your level plus intelligence or wisdom, whichever is higher.
Us. Intelligence or wisdom? I'm pretty sure. Me smarter than me wise. Yep, me smart. Me smart!
Me smart.
Me
Ah, look at
smarter
these
than
high
Cole.
rollers. High rollers.
Okay. Jarek and King, as you guys are getting ready to as you guys are getting ready to put the fire down and move out, you both start to catch noise of what sounds like marching, walking, coming towards you from the direction of the mountains. It's distant, but you're starting to hear like the tramping of feet and the movement of weapons.
Let's see, it would take, there's a total of, yep, that many quick actions. Jarek has the power, fucking like starts putting out all the ghastly torches. Bah, 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 bah.
Sky will go,
Pearson.
I thought we were going to use these.
Shut up.
Yep. Get ready for trouble, Pearson mutters.
Finn audibly gasped at the sudden darkness.
And Pearson heard nothing, though.
No, but the lights suddenly went off, and Jarek said, "Hush, hush, 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 hush." I wonder if something is up.
No, Jarek likes to fuck with people. Like, this is just like Tuesday.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it, Patty Hearst. I'm not buying any crazy today. All right.
Whoa.
No.
It's okay. It's
No.
I
okay.
don't
Close your
understand any
eyes.
of your old people references.
Okay.
Culture yourself, you fucking pleb. All right.
I'm American. You culture yourself.
Squee,
So-
help us.
So, you guys have shut off all the lights. What about? Well, you've shut off the torches. However, there is still a fire.
We would like to snuff out the fire.
Jarek looks over at Keen, clearly expecting some sort of crazy hocus pocus dragon response to fire.
I take out a blanket and I snuff out the fire.